Hello, welcome to the Oregon Petrarch Open Book. I am Massimo Lolini, Director of the OPOB. The Oregon Petrarch Open Book is a scholarly database-driven hypertext around Francis Petrarch's 14th century poetry collection, the Canzoniere. You may register to the site as student, scholar, or as general audience. In the current iteration of OPOB, it's possible to read a poem in Italian in different editions and formats. After registering to the site, you may click on the RVF menu, which stands for the original Latin title of the Canzoniere, which is Rerum Vulgarium Fragmenta, or Scattered Things in the Vernacular. Then, clicking on the menu on the left of the screen, it is possible to read the most recent Italian critical edition prepared by Professor Giuseppe Savoca in 2008. The Savoca edition is copyrighted and can be used only for research and consultation purposes. It cannot be copied or reproduced. Also, you may read the diplomatic edition prepared by Ettore Modigliani in 1904, which is a transcription of the manuscript on which Petrarch himself was still working at the time of his death in 1374. In this same menu, it will soon be possible to read some of the most important manuscripts and incunabula of the Canzoniere. On the menu Apparatus, it is possible to consult assets designed to facilitate a basic understanding of the text. By clicking on the link Translations on the left, it is possible to read a complete Spanish translation, a complete French translation, a complete English translations, and partial translations in other languages, such as German, Russian, Chinese, and Japanese. You may also read Italian paraphrases, summaries, and tweets for each poem. These pages allow for a sequential or not sequential reading. If you click on the appropriate link, you get all the list of 366 paraphrases, summaries, or tweets. You may choose any particular poem, for example, poem 6, and then read poem number 5 or number 7, or you may start from poem 1 and move ahead, reading, for example, all the Canzoniere in a tweet format. The apparatus includes elements that are designed to further enrich the comprehension of the text. Historical commentaries, such as the Velutellos, and archives, including a few examples of artworks, musical adaptations, and essays, inspired by Petrarch Canzoniere. All assets are available separately in the apparatus menu. The most interesting feature of the hypertext is the Compare Poems and Assets tool. This tool invites an active reading to explore the Petrarch's poem and assets included in the OPOB. By clicking on the link Compare Poems and Assets in the upper right of the apparatus page, it is possible to choose which version of the Canzoniere you want to read and compare a different version. You may choose, for example, the Modigliani edition, and then compare it to other more recent editions, including the Savoca Critical Edition. In other words, you may compare multiple versions of the original text in Italian, the Modigliani Diplomatic Edition, the Contini Edition, and the recent critical edition prepared by Savoca. Note that you may move around the boxes, including the different versions, as you like. You also may compare different translations. This feature is particularly useful for students and scholars of Romance languages, comparative literature, and general audience as well. Moreover, the Compare Poems and Assets tool gives you the ability to add selected elements of the apparatus to a selected base text to enhance the basic comprehension of the poem. Paraphrases, summaries, tweets, commentaries. This feature is particularly useful to students and general audience as well. Finally, the Compare Poems and Assets tool gives you the ability to add selected elements of the apparatus to a select base text to further enrich the comprehension of the poems. Archives that include visual elements, musical adaptations, and essays. Thank you for your attention, and I hope you will enjoy reading and navigating the Oregon Petrarch Open Book.